Life magazine from December 17th, 1971. Is this not so cool and retro? Oh my. Well, I'm just having another quiet night, just sitting around the fire. And I thought I'd take a look through this old magazine. I've had this for a while, been looking forward to looking through it. Look at these old ads, isn't that something? Marlboro Country. So I hope all of you guys are having a really nice holiday. I've just been mellowing out this month and not doing too many videos, just trying to relax and recover from my home decorating and renovating and stuff. So, let's just take a gander at this 1971 Life magazine. Oh, look at this. This looks really good. It's a Christmas prayer, it says. Let us pray that strength and courage abundant be given to all who work for a world of reason and understanding, that the good that lies in every man's heart may day by day be magnified, that men will come to see more clearly not that which divides them, but that which unites them, that each hour may bring us closer to a final victory, not of nation over nation, but of man over his own evils and weaknesses, that the true spirit of the Christmas season, its joy, its beauty, its hope, and above all its abiding faith, may live among us, that the blessings of peace be ours, the peace to build and grow, to live in harmony and sympathy with others, and to plan for the future with confidence. That was offered by the New York Life Insurance Company. I think that's so very beautiful. And that was back in 1971. I guess the world never changes. We keep having divisions and problems that way. Well, let's move on and see what else Life magazine has to share with us. In 1971, an article about the birds. This is a very big magazine, so I don't think I'll be reading a lot from it, just browsing. It does look like an interesting article, though. I'll probably look more thoroughly through this at a different time. Right now, we're just going to take a reasonable perusal through this, and I'll share the highlights. Look at that alcohol. RCA announces XL-100. I guess that's for a television ad, I think. No fault auto insurance. These are such huge pages. Boy, oh boy, does that... They sure have a lot of ads about alcohol in here. This looks like an interesting article. I'll just read a little snippet of it, called The Child. The camera reaches into a secret world. The adult deludes himself that love and longing will lead him to understand his own lost world of childhood. It remains largely hidden from him, and all he sees is fond or painful mimicry of himself. Very good sounding article. Wow. Look at that baby. What a great picture that is. So cute. Let's see what this says. He sleeps right where the last stretch took him. New muscles rest beneath the sweet folds and baby creases. Loving grown-up eyes water at his helplessness. Under the pulse that throbs on that fuzzy, much-kissed head, what marvelous kaleidoscope of dreams. Different snippets and scenarios of childhood. Cute. Doesn't that just look familiar? What girl didn't go through that? Oh my, yes. Fear blooms early, and so does the breathtaking outrage of pain. They stay with us forever. Legacies of shock and hurt we hand down like family portraits. What father, shouting at his child, does not hear the echo of his own father's voice? Very close to home, I'm afraid, for a lot of us. Oh, wow. Nothing in the world like swinging on a swing. I love it even still as an adult. Absolutely. Oh no, this is so heartbreaking. Oh my goodness. And this says this is a motherless Chinese baby after the air raid in Shanghai, 1937. It's right about when my mother was born. This other one says it's a starving Biafran baby in 1968. It says childhood is all there is of life for some. Oh, well, this page says, to be the victim is the choicest role in a game of death staged with precise reverence for things as they really are. For some people, getting all dressed up is almost the best thing about a party, but it is nice to get together with friends now and then. There must be naked pictures in nearly every closet saved for viewing by family and best friends, and it would be nice to think that when this brother and sister grow up and look back at this tangle of them, it will make them recall how much they loved each other then. That's very beautiful. Never happened in my family, but it does in my daughter's family. Quite a bit. They are very comfortable with each other. Those eyes, staring out at some ancestral distance, seem to ask a question shaped ages ago and now beyond her power to ask or ours to understand. That's precious too. Christmas. It's all about children for the most part. Before it flashes at your daughter's wedding, it has to do a lot more in our lab, it says. All the old-fashioned ways of taking pictures. This says it's life, book reviews, child-sized primers for survival. He reached the ancient age. Silly ad. Oh well. on the next page here if I can get it open. Not too much deep stuff here. The House of Stuart challenges the House of Chavez. Liquor against liquor. There's so many ads like that in this magazine. This looks like a continuation of the book reviews. There's a really big ad here for another liquor. There's no friend like a good friend. Old Charter. Well, says she cooks in 14 different languages. Worlds only children can create. I'll read a tiny bit here. A flower cleaves the hills like an oak tree, and it's a gift to a mother, and its gift to a mother is celebrated in a gentle, artless poem. The child casts up direct and touching visions, images that dance on the borderline between fantasy and a growing awareness of reality. Interesting. Okay, Rebecca, let's turn the page. Oh, these are some very nice drawings that these children have made. It says here, Ralphie Langdon, a third grader at Pierce School, has always loved animals. He drew the kind of zoo he'd like to keep someday. Leslie McLaughlin, fifth grader at Runkle School, chose the Stone Age to live in, despite green dinosaurs. If she could truly be in the picture, she would help her mate chase the beast away. Cute. Cute. So sweet. Let's see what drawings they have on the next page here. No more drawings. Looks like some poetry. I'd like to be a fish in the sea as long as nobody would catch me. Then we'd play jokes on people in boats. We'd swim past an eel that was pale and tell that he had been drinking ale. If I were a whale, I'd blow my spout and lots of water would come out. I'd swim to my castle in the sea and bring home lots of friends with me. Cute. Here's a really short one that says, I saw a man riding a motorcycle. He feels fast. Cute. If I were a mile, I would have a big smile, and whenever you smiled, I'd be 55 miles. It's so cute. True creativity can emerge anytime, at age 6 or at age 40. Third grader Scott Kaplan of Pierce painted a symphony of Scots, each as happy and self-assured as the original. Oh, there's this picture too. Okay, there's some photographs taken by kids. This one caption says, going to school, this acrobat asked me if I could take a picture of him doing a flip. He ran and leaped and I caught him at the right spot. Another one says, see the Christmas tree in the house in the shop window? I'd like a bike for Christmas. More photographs by children. One of these says, my aunt is in love with a man named Bill. Cute. My sister Debbie is walking into the door. Smart. My mother is gabbing on the phone, as per usual. Remember Chef Boyardee? I do. I still like it sometimes. Give the best of America. Are you trying to say that alcohol is the best that America has to give? I don't think so, but maybe they're not saying that. Launching Healthy Children, a special handbook to tear out and save. I don't think I'll read that just now. Let's go to the next page. Sesame Street. Yeah. And this article says a child's mind is shaped before age 2. In this brief span of life, it appears the mother's actions do more to determine her child's future competence than at any other time before or after. She can turn him into a highly successful human being who, short of catastrophe, stands excellent chances of doing well at whatever he undertakes. Well, I'm not sure about that. Someone you love doesn't have one of these cameras. I am sure not anymore, and it's vintage. Give something fresh for Christmas. That looks actually really nice. I like the look of those. I wouldn't mind having some of that myself. Yes, indeed. I think this other page is a continuation of the same article. I don't think I'll try to decipher anything out of it. Psychology. Oh my goodness, look at that baby's face. So cute. Okay. How to get your kids to brush. What is this article about? Let me see. I think I'll pass on that one too. Oh, look here. We have got some catalog pages for toys. Let's see if any of these look familiar. I mean, everything does to a certain degree. I'm not going to try to name anything here. I'll put up a little closer so you can see it. Giant magnet. Little wooden bus and car. Turning letters. Overlay game. Interesting. Some of this stuff looks familiar. You see anything that you recognize from your childhood? Of course, you had to have grown up in the 70s, I guess. I was born in 1961, so... See, 1971, I was 10 years old, so some of these toys might have been something I played with. Although they do look a lot for... Well, they're all different ages, I think. Oh, yeah. I see something on there, I remember. Yeah. It's very cool looking at all these retro toys. Puzzles and cue cards and design cubes and stuff. I remember those. Wow, blast from the past, isn't it? For some of us anyway, us oldies. So that looks like a listing of where you can get everything. What is this article about? Oh, I see. That's just a continuation of the other article I was reading. I don't think I'll go through that. Let's see what we got on the next page. Santa Claus is holding a typewriter that has the same initials as him. As C. Smith and Corona is the same as Santa Claus. Growth, 45 crucial months. I'll tell you what. Not that I'm so far out of being a mom, it doesn't interest me all that much anymore. More articles from previous. Polaroid square pictures. I remember having a Polaroid camera for a very short while. That was kind of fun. Expensive though. What's this article about? Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Oh, baby, sweet baby. It says, your touch tells him everything. That's why we make our baby powder so pure and soft and soothing. It's like love. At age 9, they're bold in returns. Guess there's a lot of articles in here that I'm just not totally fascinated by. There's some kids playing basketball. Another liquor advertisement. Oh, now see, this looks fascinating to me. I gotta read some of this. And the top of the page says, the old people hand along to the young the legacies of other places and times, generations. And on the left side is pictured, from Italy, Antoinette Barbolino, age 75, and Richard Gusmano, age 4. And the right side is from Poland, Saul Lynn, age 86, and Matthew Richards. Wow, Italy and Poland to begin with. Let's see what comes next. Okay, at the very top we have from Sweden, Agda Gustafsson, age 81, and Robert Becker, age 3. So we have grandmas and grandchildren. Dominican Republic, Barbina Sanchez, age 85, and Burkis Clariot, age 5. So, Sweden and the Dominican Republic. On the other side, on the top right, it says this people are from Norway, and it's Borgchild Brandum, age 82, and Richie Fevon, age 6. From Romania, at the bottom, it's Molly Mosner, age 77, and Evan Walter, age 7. Okay, we've got from Russia, Morris Liebman, 80, and Eric Lesser, age 4. And then from Ireland, Delia Gibbons, age 83, and David Gibbons, the third, age 5. Then from China, we have Li Yao, age 75, and Robin Sito, age 10. Then on the right side of the page is Germany, Martha Hessenberger, age 78, and Melissa Gribbin, age 8. Yeah, so Russia's the top left page, and Ireland was the middle left, and China on the bottom left. Okay, and so here we have from Scotland, John Crawford, age 80, and Michael Janner, age 6. Born in the lowlands in 1882, Mr. Crawford looks back on his strongly religious Scottish upbringing with great nostalgia. Fascinating. So much is handed down from grandparents to child to their children's children. So this person is from Greece. It's Olga Patrinos, age 80, and Alex Sintkiras, age 6. The 80-year-old woman says she was an orphan. Wow. People go through so much that we'll never know about. So this is an article by Tom Prideaux. Is there a magician in the house? Could be interesting. I don't know. Maybe. The most popular storyteller of our time surpasses even the epic grandeur of the Cane. Herman Wouk. Oh, I don't know. Says, I never met a magician I didn't like. So this whole article is about a magician and someone who's teaching children how to do magic tricks. This magic is always revived in times of tension. On Saturday afternoons at Lou Tannen's New York magic shop, magicians of all ages gather to stock up on magical supplies and watch Lou demonstrate his mysterious merchandise. Oh, isn't that beautiful? The Wyeth's kind of Christmas magic. Let's see who the Wyeths are. In 1908, Converse Wyeth settled with his bride, Carolyn, in Chadsford, Pennsylvania, and there founded and nurtured one of America's most extraordinary and creative families. As he was known, became one of the greatest American illustrators, famous for such Scribner classics as Robin Hood and Treasure Island. At Christmas, he quite literally filled his home with the same magic, wonder, and fearful excitement that filled his paintings, such as the cover at the left for the Country Gentleman magazine in 1925. And there's a bunch of letters that this person wrote back to family. Richard. It's a self-portrait by N.C. Wyeth. So that's what he looked like. Interesting. Okay, so there's more letters on the next page here. But it also says at the bottom, in 1911, he painted the Magician and the Maid of Beauty for a Scribner's magazine story. And on the other side, Andrew Wyeth says, Christmas is to get really excited about something. Well, we usually do at Christmas time, don't we? Jamie Wyeth, the tree sent shivers up my spine. Enraptured by the magic of the Christmas tree, Jamie drew it at age 5, left. And recently, above, for his mother, he did Mole from Wind in the Willows, lower right. And at the right, expressed his sense of loss at when Christmas ended. Oh, this looks like a very interesting article. But I don't think I'll get deeply into it. I'll just start it. The article is called A Family of His Own. Donnie, age 9, is adopted at last. In the farm kitchen of his foster home, 9-year-old Donnie looked at snapshots of the family that was going to adopt him and said, "Oh, how I wish all those kids were younger than me." Oh my, that would be scary as a child, I think. It says he worries lest the Annadels say, "We don't want him." Oh, it'd be so sad. Donnie hid when his new parents drove up, but emerged immediately to chat with Terry and Dolores Annadel about horses and dogs. "You throw a stick for his dog," Donnie said. "He'll run and get it." Making him feel at home, no doubt. Says it is a wrench to leave the farm and Bullet, but he is glad to go. Wrenched by the leave-taking at the farm, Donnie gave Bullet a rough squeeze above and then yanked at his new mother's necklace right in the car. "I know why they gave me your pictures," he said, "so if I have to go away, I can take them with me." Reassured that he would not have to leave the Annadel home, Donnie, below, finally relaxed enough to fall asleep. Oh, it's so gut-wrenching. The first thing Donnie saw when the car pulled into the driveway was the homemade welcome sign pasted on the garage doors. "Welcome. Hi there. Hi, Don." How sweet. "I'm going to stay here forever." That's what Donnie said when he saw such a nice welcome. Dolores and Terry Annadel swallowing tears at the moment of their first meeting. Oh gosh, so precious. It's really hard to adopt children. I was asked once to be a foster parent, and boy, that was a tough choice. Well, I decided not to do it, though. I had too many children already. Okay, one of the family, Donnie, rides behind his new brother, Mike, on a neighbor's mini bike. As the only Annadel boy, Mike approved all along of adoption as a means of upgrading the household. But his first question about Donnie before meeting him was, "How big is he?" Donnie asked the same thing about Mike. He doesn't mind being shorter because Mike is older. That's great. Oh my, yeah, I just couldn't do foster care because, well, I had already experimented with one child and it was very, very difficult and dangerous, so I wasn't quite up to it anymore after that. Here we have another advertisement for liquor. Bacardi eggnog. Oh my. This is what I really want to look at here. It says bus stop. A morning scene anywhere in the U.S. Kids just messing around until a big yellow bus arrives. On a certain morning in September, 24 children stand waiting along a road in Rockaway, New Jersey, eyeing each other warily and going through their own private first day of school crisis until at last the school bus comes. Boy, do I remember that. It was such trauma for me, especially because I didn't quite fit in. But this scene is so, so familiar. We didn't line up to get on the bus, that's for sure. It was whoever could shove you out of the way quickest to get on the bus first. That's what it was like for us. Wow, look at all these pictures. They do look like quintessential childhood memories with everybody playing happily. But I think they fail to depict the bullies and, like in my case, the kids that would go under the bridge and smoke pot and cigarettes and boss everybody else around. Well, you can tell I don't have great memories about taking the bus to school, which is ironic since I am now a bus attendant for special needs children, but special needs children are a lot different than your everyday child. I could definitely vouch for that. Okay, this page says Learning in the Open Classroom. A freewheeling concept spreads in U.S. schools. A parent endorses classroom chaos. Yeah, I think I'll skip this article. Can't relate to it. Doesn't sound good to me. It's okay to argue with the teacher. Not. Not my thing. Oh my gosh, I remember the Mist Air hot comb. My mom used to have one, and I borrowed it so many times. I loved it. That's so great. This says Scott isn't stupid, but it took a smart teacher to recognize it. What's wrong with Scott is what's wrong with at least one kid in almost every classroom. Yeah, we've made a lot of discoveries about individual children these days and what they need. It is much better in that way these days. But I'm afraid there is too much classroom chaos. It says using the imagination is a heady tonic. So I guess these children are doing drama classes or something. Given the dump at their start. Yeah, man, look at that. Oh. These are cute little ideas of art projects you can do using your hand, the shape of your hand. Those are interesting. Very creative. And it's right next to another alcohol ad. Crazy. And on the back is a Benson and Hedges cigarette ad. You'd think that America was just full of drinkers and smokers back in the 70s. Maybe they were. I don't know, but anyway, it's been fun going through this magazine, and I really appreciate you spending time with me and discovering it from something from the past. And I hope you all have a Merry Christmas. I keep saying this in all of my videos, but I mean it.